Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I want to talk to you about something really special. It is the goddess or the Bodhisattva Kuan Yin. Now, if you want to know how popular Kuan Yin is as a divine master, just look at any of the oracle decks and books that I have. You can learn a lot about her. I think what you need to know most is that she is known as the Chinese goddess of compassion. She is known as the Buddhist goddess of compassion, the power of the divine feminine. She is like I said, the Bodhisattva of compassion. The main thing when you think of Kuan Yin, think of compassion. A Bodhisattva in the Buddhist tradition is a person who has reached enlightenment, but then they come back to earth, even though they don't have to come back another time. They could be just done with it all. But no, they come back to help other people become enlightened. And so that's a very compassionate thing to do. So we find a lot of things about Kuan Yin, a lot of oracle decks, a lot of books. And I just want to show you some of them today because I think compassion is greatly needed in this world. And if you read about Kuan Yin, if you study her, if you tap into her energy, I think it's something that will do you good. And it's something we all need. All right, so the first place you might look to find information about Kuan Yin is Kyle Gray's book, Divine Masters, Ancient Wisdom, Activations to Connect with Universal Spiritual Guides. And in this one, I'm not going to read you everything in every book or we'd be here all night, and I'm sure you have other things to do. But it says, this is about Kuan Yin, the compassion goddess. It says, let's see, what is the best thing I can tell you here? Kuan Yin, Kyle Gray says, Kuan Yin, and it's sometimes spelled Q-U-A-N-Y-N, sometimes it's spelled K-U-A-N-Y-N, and sometimes it's spelled K-W-A-N-Y-N as well. All right, so you can find that, her, and she has other names as well, but those are the main spellings of Kuan Yin. And then it says, Kuan Yin is a bodhisattva, a being of pure compassion, and the goddess of mercy, compassion, and love. She is loved the world over, especially in the East, in China, Korea, Japan, and Malaysia. And Kyle Gray says, Kuan Yin was one of the first ascended masters I learned about on my spiritual journey. As I mentioned earlier, I was introduced to her through my Reiki training. For this reason, I've always strongly associated her with energy healing. It seems to me she's ready and willing to work with anyone on a healing journey, either as a practitioner or as a person seeking physical and emotional well-being. He says there's something very gentle and sacred and approachable about Kuan Yin. Connecting with her energy feels effortless. She reminds me somewhat of Mother Mary, but her energy is much softer and gentler. It feels as though every step she takes and every move she makes has poise and grace. All right, so that's just some of what Kyle Gray has to say. So again, this is Divine Masters, Ancient Wisdom by Kyle Gray, published by Hay House. And you might want to get a pencil if you're interested in any of these books. We're going to get to the oracle at the end because it's really interesting, so I'm sure you'll want to hang on for that. This was published in 2021. Okay, some of the other books I have here, Discovering Kuan Yin, the Buddhist Goddess of Compassion, A Path Toward Clarity and Peace by Sandy Boucher. And this is published by Beacon Books in 1999. That's a good one. We have Kuan Yin, Accessing the Power of the Divine Feminine by Daniela Schenker. This was published by Sounds True Books in 2007. And this is beautiful because this has a lot of beautiful paintings and different manifestations of Kuan Yin. For example, leaf-robed Kuan Yin with a willow branch, the Kuan Yin of joy. And they're just really beautiful paintings. Kuan Yin of fearlessness. And so this is a nice book as well. We have Kuan Yin, Myths and Prophecies of the Chinese Goddess of Compassion by Martin Palmer and J. Ramsay with Man Ho Kwok. And this is published by Thorson's. And this is an older book in 1995. And I found this actually at the half-price bookstore. Then we have the Shambhala Dragon Editions, Bodhisattva of Compassion, The Mystical Tradition of Kuan Yin by John Blofeld. And this is published by Shambhala Dragon Editions, actually, in 1977. So this might be the oldest one I have. And then we have this Kuan Yin Oracle. Now, I don't have the actual oracle pieces to this, but it has the 100 poems, and it has a lot of really good. The reason I got it actually was for all the information at the beginning, like who is Kuan Yin and the faces of the goddess Kuan Yin. And Kuan Yin is known as she who hears the cries of the world. So, and she is there to offer compassion to everyone and doesn't expect anything in return, according to the stories. Let me show you a few of the oracle decks she's included in. She's included in the Divine Feminine Oracle, and all of these oracle decks can be found on my Oracle Deck Reviews playlist. If you're interested, they are all on there if you want to see reviews of the deck. I'm just going to briefly show you the Kuan Yin parts. So again, this is the Divine Feminine Oracle by Meggan Watterson, and it says, Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. And then she appears in the Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Shen. Here's Kuan Yin, and her keyword is compassion. No surprise there. And she is also in the new Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray with artwork by Jennifer Hawkyard. And it says, Kuan Yin, enlightened action, choose compassion, move forward with grace. And then there are many more decks. This one is Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light Oracle cards with artwork by Lily Moses. And this Kuan Yin card says, care and compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. Then there are oracle decks dedicated only to Kuan Yin, or specifically to Kuan Yin. This is Alana Fairchild's pocket edition of the Kuan Yin Oracle, and there is a full-size edition of this as well. And this is published by Blue Angel, and I think, let me just check the date real quick. But this is a beautiful deck. It was published in 2020. This particular deck, and the artwork in this is gorgeous. Let me just show you one real quick. Oops, that's just one of the cards. And then we also have the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, also by Alana Fairchild, Soul Guidance from the Wild Divine, with artwork by Wang Yi Guang. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that too badly. And it's by Blue Angel Press in 2020 as well. And I absolutely love the artwork in this deck. If you are interested in Tibetan culture or anything of that nature, these are just beautiful cards. And again, you can look at the Oracle Deck Review in my Oracle Deck Reviews playlist, Volume 1. All right, so those are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 6 oracle decks with either about Kuan Yin or with Kuan Yin cards in them. And I'm sure there are many, many more as well. And this is a Kuan Yin statue I've got. I found this at a flea market, and I loved it. I knew it was her. She was holding the lotus blossom. It's just beautiful. She's always a very peaceful looking figure. And you know, some people say, oh, that's an idol. Do you worship it? No, I don't worship it. When I look at this statue of Kuan Yin, it brings me to think about compassion. When I see her, I see the need for compassion in the world. And I remember that I need to be compassionate to myself, and I need to be compassionate to others as well. And when I see this statue of Kuan Yin, that's what I think of. And I also have found this little one, and I love it so much. It's plastic, and it's only about 4 or 5 inches high, and it is definitely Kuan Yin. She's holding the lotus blossom again, and I don't know if this was a chess piece, maybe. I'm not sure. Again, I found that at a flea market, and I had to have it because I thought it was so cool. All right, so now let's take a look at the oracle. This is the Kuan Yin Temple Oracle by Marina Lighthouse, forward by His Holiness Grandmaster Lin Yun Rinpoche, translated by Dr. Chris Wen Chao Li, and it includes an oracle board, and that's why I'm showing this to you, because it has the oracle board with it, and we can do a reading with it. So, and you can see how it works. So this book and oracle is published by Beacon Light Publishing, and it was in 2008. So if you want to look that up, you may, if you like this, you may want to look that up. Okay, and so it has, of course, it has acknowledgments, and it has table of contents. We have the introduction, forward, translator's preface, and Chapter 1, Kuan Yin, Goddess of Compassion. And then it talks about let the poetry guide you. So each circle that you land on, which you'll see what I mean about that in a minute, has a verse. There's an outlook word, and there's a verse, which is a poem, and then in a reading, it will mean this, and then annotation, so that's like advice. All right, so let me show you what it looks like. So there's oracle board instructions in the back. This is what the oracle board looks like. This is the back of it, and it says open here, so open here. And the front of the oracle looks like this. So we have a spiral. Here's a picture of Kuan Yin, very beautiful. Here is Kuan Yin is in the middle, and all the numbers go from 1 to 90. I don't know. Let's look. Maybe 99. Yeah, I think it goes to 99. And so the instructions say this: compose your question. All right. So think of a question now, and maybe Kuan Yin will answer your question. Maybe she'll just give us some advice, something we need to know right now. And it says, visualize Kuan Yin selecting a number through you. Put your right middle finger on the smaller image of Kuan Yin. And if you're a man, you would put your left middle finger, your left middle finger on the smaller image of Kuan Yin. Close your eyes and slowly move your hand over the numbers. And let your middle finger land on a number. All right, so let's do that. Okay, so I don't know these numbers. My eyes are closed. You're just going to have to trust me on that. And I feel like our number is right here. Okay, so my finger is on number 13. All right, so the number 13 might be important right now. And I specifically felt that my finger needed to go to that number. Okay, maybe that will happen to you as well. Maybe you'll get a feeling of heat. I don't know, but the number is 13. And so the number 13 might be important to you right now, or the number 4. And then it also says you can toss moon disc divination blocks to confirm the number. And I don't have any moon disc divination blocks, but I know that you can order those online. I just don't have any. They're kind of like, almost shaped like a, well, a disc, but it's more like maybe an orange slice were the ones I saw that were shaped like that. Okay, and then it says find the poem with the same number for your answer. So we're going to look up number 13. And let's see what it says to us. Okay, it says verse 13. The outlook says excellent. So yay, whatever you asked, the outlook is excellent. The verse is this: born to a family of magnificent wealth, ever showered with riches and luxuries, honored by the emperor, yet humble you remain. Your good name travels across the 4 seas. That sounds good. All right, and then the reading says, those imprisoned will be released, and those suffering illness will recover. With help from important people in high places, your good name will spread all across the capital. So that's sort of a translation of the verse. An annotation says, with important friends in high places, any change will lead to a favorable outcome. So maybe you have friends in high places who are going to help you out with something, or maybe you'll make friends in high places, and that'll be a really good thing. That'll be a really good thing for you, to make friends in high places, and sometime they will help you out with something. And with important friends in high places, any change will lead to a favorable outcome. All right, so I think this is really cool. Again, that's the Kuan Yin Temple Oracle by Marina Lighthouse, and published by, in 2008 by Lighthouse Marina Publishers and API Print Productions in the USA. And that says 2009. So I'll include all of the publisher information for this in the description box. So friends, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. If you'd like to subscribe, it's completely free, and have a great day, night, morning. I think I already said that. Okay, hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.